Hi all, in this video I will show you how to build an n8n workflow that generates AI videos using the RunwayML API. Check out the links in the description if you would like to access all the resources used to build this workflow. We have two workflows here. Let us take a look at the first workflow. This automation uses a public URL image generating a video using the RunwayML API. After generating the video, the workflow waits for a specific period before retrieving the video. Let us take a look at the second workflow. This automation loads a local image, then we convert it into base 64 string before generating a video for this image using the RunwayML API. Then we wait for a few seconds and then retrieve the video here. These two workflows demonstrate that the Runway API accepts either HTTPS URL or data URI of the image for the video generation. First, you need to create an account with RunwayML API. Type in Runway Dev in the Google search bar and select the link that says dev.runwayml.com. Click on this login button, then click on this sign up button. You have different options here to sign up for an account. Select the method you prefer. Follow the prompts to create an account. Here I am logged into my RunwayML API account. Next, you will need to create an API key. Select the API keys option here on the left side. Then click on this new API key button. Give a name to your API key. I'm calling it n8n runway demo. Then click this create button. It will generate an API key. Copy your API key by clicking this button here and store it in a safe place, as you will not be able to see it here. Also, do not share your API key with others. Before you can start using the API, you will need to add credits to your organization. Credits are used to pay for the compute resources used by your models. Click on this billing tab here and click on the add credits button here. Follow the prompts to add balance to your account. A minimum payment of $10 at 1 cent per credit is required to get started. Before starting to build the workflows, make sure to import the n8n template I provided in the description. Once you log into your n8n account, click on the three dots here and select import from file option. Navigate to the directory where you downloaded the template file. Choose the template file and click open button here. You can see the workflow is imported. Now let us go through the first workflow. In this workflow, we will use the public URL for the image to generate the AI video. We'll also look at the RunwayML API documentation to find more details on how to use the API. Go to your Runway API portal, click on the docs option here, then select this API reference option. Here it shows complete details on how to call this image to video API. Here is a curl example that we can refer to. We will be using this Gen 3 Alpha Turbo model, and this is the API endpoint URL. Now let us open the HTTP node in n8n. Here we are using the method post. We can look at the curl example. Here it says post, and this is the endpoint URL. You can just copy this URL and paste it here. For authentication, we are using generic credential type, which is more secure than providing the API key value in the headers here. In the generic auth type field, we have selected header auth, as we will be passing header information. Click on this header auth drop-down box here and then click on this create new credential. Under the name field, type in authorization. Under the value field, type in bearer followed by space and then paste your RunwayML API key. Here is the API documentation that we are following. This is the header authorization. It says we need to give the word bearer, space, and then the API key. I am pasting my API key here. Then click this save button. You will see the message credential successfully created. We have toggled this send headers to on. We are also sending the header parameter X runway version, which is set to 2024-11-06. This is also as per the API documentation here. It tells we need to pass this header parameter X runway version 2024-11-06. Then we have toggled on this send body parameter, and in the body content type, we have selected JSON value. In the specify body field, we have selected using JSON. We will be sending the body using the JSON format. Again, we can refer back to the API documentation. This is the body that we can use. Prompt image. This is the URL for the image. This should be available publicly. And then these are the other parameters that we are using. We have pasted the same API parameters here. Prompt image. I have provided this public URL for the image. Then this is the model. And then duration we have specified as 5 seconds. And we have specified the ratio as 1280 by 768. Once this node executes successfully, it will start a task to create the video from our image. It will give us a task ID. We need to give it some time to complete the video generation. Hence we add wait time of few seconds here. Then we need to use another API to retrieve the video. Let us look at the API details first. Now we want to get the task details. Click on this get task detail option. Here you can see the details of the call. This is the URL that we need to use, and then we need to pass this headers to the call. Let us open this node. Here we are using the same URL, and the task ID we are getting from the previous node. For credentials, we are using generic credential type. Additionally, we are passing the runway version header parameter here. That completes the first workflow. Now let us go through the second workflow. In this workflow, we will use a local image instead of the public URL image. This is the manual trigger node which serves as the starting point of our workflow. We need to use the read files from disk node to load the image first. Open the node to look at its configuration. You can use this node if you are loading images on the same computer that is running your n8n. The operation is reading files from disk. In the file selector field, the path is set to /data/shared and then the image file name. This specifies the location of the file that should be used. If you are running self-hosted n8n in Docker, make sure your volume mounts allow access to the path you are referencing here. In my installation, the /data that we see here is mapped to my computer directory C:users username self-hosted AI starter kit. This is the actual directory that is mapped to /data in the Docker. Let me open the Docker desktop. Here we are under the files section of the n8n Docker instance. You can see these are the directories that are mapped. As I mentioned earlier, my data is mapped to the self-hosted AI starter kit directory that we just saw. If I expand this one, I have a shared directory under it. And if I expand this one, I see the image file. So here I have placed my image file so that the n8n Docker instance will be able to locate this file. Same mapping we can see here also. This is the shared directory and here is the image file. Next we have the convert to base 64 node. Let me open the node. This transforms the loaded image into a base 64 encoded string suitable for passing to the RunwayML API. The base 64 string is just a long string of letters and numbers that represents your file. We already covered the remaining nodes in our first workflow. Now we have finished the configuration of the entire workflow. Make sure you save it as this is not saved automatically. If you don't save frequently and accidentally close your browser, you will lose all your work. We can now test both workflows to see how the video generation process goes. Let me move this trigger node to this workflow 1 and connect it here so that we can run the workflow. Let me show you the image first for which we are trying to generate the video. Here is the image that is available with the public URL. Click on this execute workflow button. We can see the workflow is running. Here it is waiting for the video generation to get completed. The workflow executed successfully. Let us click on this node to see the output. Here the status shows it succeeded and this is the link for the video that it generated. Let us copy the URL for the video, paste it in the browser. Here is the video that has been generated. Hope you like this. Now let us test the second workflow. Let me bring it here and then connect it here. Let me show you the local image before we run this workflow. This is the local image that we are going to use to generate the video. Click on the execute workflow button here. We can see the workflow is running and now it is waiting for the video generation to complete. We can see the workflow executed successfully. Let us click on this node to see the output. Here the status shows it succeeded, and then here is the URL for the video. Let us copy this URL, then paste it in the browser. Here is the video that it generated. Everything worked as expected. If you need help building automated lead generations, setting up cold email machines for your marketing campaigns, please reach out to me. If you found this video useful, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comment section if there is any specific topic you want to be covered. Bye until next video.